365 days a year. We do not rest. We do not take a break. We do not make excuses. We just give out free picks. Of course, our best bets are our premium picks. Those you can find at sportschatplace.com and pickdogs.com underneath the premium picks tab. We also have our YouTube premium, which yesterday, I think, if you were a YouTube premium member, you probably paid for your entire year. I know the early YouTube premium show went 4-0, and one of the picks on the, or maybe even two of the picks were on the late show were hockey. I'm not sure. We'll have to ask the guys. So I'm not sure how those games did, but I believe one was the Blackhawks, and I think they won. So I'm not sure what the other pick was, but I know. We'll talk to the guys about it. We'll figure it out. But anyways, we got a good schedule today. We got a few postponed and canceled games. These are now weather cancellations. So, my tech guys built in that cancellation feature into our premium area, so you guys would get refunds when games are canceled. Automatically, you would get credit, regardless if you bought guaranteed or not. I never even thought about weather delays except for baseball. But, it works out well. But, anyways, let's bring in the guys and hear what they have to say. I already have, of course, questions, email stuff that it seems I always get this stuff right when the show starts. It's so strange. It's like, I don't know. It's like I'm around all morning. The show starts, I get like 6 email questions. Let me just bring in the guys, and we will get started. Morning, everyone.
Morning.
And so yesterday in the premium, we'll go over this later. We'll go over it later. But I know the early we swept. The late, I know my game hit pretty short.
Rod won with the Blackhawks. I lost with the Ducks 3-2 in the third period.
And Ruffalo hit on his college hoop. So 7-1 yesterday. Right?
Yeah.
7-1 for $50 a month.
Almost 8 now.
Yeah, so 7-1 yesterday. Solid. Does it tough to beat that, We can't promise that every day, but I'll tell you what, we'll enjoy it while we have it. Anyways, we'll get to the premium stuff later. Let's get to the NBA. Got a pretty decent card here for Tuesday. Start off with the Celtics and the Nuggets, the Grizzlies and the Pelicans, the Bucks and the Raptors, and the Lakers and the T-Wolves. Ryan, any of those 4?
Yeah, I'm not wild about it, but I'm going to take Boston Celtics against the Nuggets. Nuggets coming off that big game against the Lakers. Now they're on the road in Boston. I'll fade them in that spot. And the Pelicans, who have let me down a few times this season, not a big money-making team, but I think they got enough to beat the Grizzlies tonight. They got to start winning sometime. They're going to inch in the playoffs. So I'm going to take New Orleans over Memphis.
What about you, Chris?
I'm going to agree on New Orleans Pelicans. I just think that, side by side, there's just a lot more depth, I think, for the Pelicans. And, we talked about, getting value with the Pelicans down the road. I think this is a decent value spot. Just 4-10 on the road. I think this is where they have to start winning games. So I'll take New Orleans. And I'll take the Raptors getting the 5.5 against the Bucks. I just think this is a statement spot for the Raptors. They want to be able to show that they can hang with the better teams in the East, and they got a bit of a chip on their shoulder with Milwaukee. So I'll take Toronto plus the 5.5.
Rod.
For me, the Nuggets and the Celtics, I like to go over the number. Both these teams, the Nuggets are 5-0. Their last Tuesday games to the over. Celtics are 6-1, following a straight-up loss of 10 points or more to the over. I think we're going to see a track meet in this one. Both teams are going to come out hot, and definitely going to see some scoring in that one. And I'm gonna take the Pelicans here over the Grizzlies. I think the Pelicans, they're playing good basketball, but they're rebounding. I think they're just better rebounders than the Grizzlies here, and that's the difference in this game for me. I'm taking the Pelicans plus the points, which I think is coming down. It might be a pick 'em now at some spots.
Love the Grizzlies against the Pelicans. Pelicans suck. They suck, man. They are so bad. And what's up, Brian?
Oh, I forgot one. The Minnesota Timberwolves plus the points against the Lakers.
Yeah.
Slam dunk, easy winner there. Missed it.
I like that one too. But I love the Grizzlies. I can't stand the Pelicans, man. This team is so freaking bad. They got just housed by, the Mavericks. You lose to the Mavericks, you're going to get dog-chowed in Memphis by the Grizzlies. I got news for you. It's like you can't handle that team. The Mavericks who can't get out of their own way. I mean, they lose by, 20 there or something? I mean, it was like not even if it was a fight, they would have stopped it. It was so bad. And then, you get slaughtered by Detroit by 11. Then 143 they gave up against the Mavericks. You want to talk about a matador defense. You guys know I hate teams that don't play defense, man. And the Pelicans, it's not even defense optional. It is pathetic. You gave up 129 points to the Chicago Bulls. You got to you give up 129 points to the Chicago Bulls. You know what you do? You call a meeting. You don't invite any of the players. You don't invite the coach. Just the people above that, and you say, we got to just start over because it ain't gonna happen. Pelicans are dog poop. They are going down big. I don't care what the line movement is. Do not care. I don't
care either. I just know that the Pelicans are 4-0 the last 4 meetings in Memphis. So
they're also 0-5 following a straight-up loss of more than 10 points. 0-4. 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 on the road against a team with losing road record. And they gave up 130 points to the Chicago Bulls. They're terrible. Terrible. The most overrated, team the last 2 seasons. They are one of the worst cover teams. They have been the last 2 seasons. One of the worst teams against the spread have been the Pelicans. We will fade the Pelicans until further notice. 5-9 against the number on the road, going to 5-10 today, to an even 33.33%.
Memphis good old 4-7 at home this year.
Yeah, John Morant was missing, was out for most of the season.
We can agree to this. We definitely don't agree on this game, that's for sure.
Yeah, and that's fine. It's all Memphis. Anyways.
3-1. 3-1. You've been out favored here.
It's okay. I got the mute button right here. Like we said, we all agree it's a Grizzlies kind of day. Anyways, we move on. I like the Lakers also. The Timberwolves also.
I bet you like the Lakers. Stop trying to get on.
You obviously don't watch my videos then. You obviously don't watch my videos.
No, I missed that one.
You must have. I like the Nuggets too against the Celtics. Celtics, another dumpster fire. You get blown out, but you score 91 points against the Washington Wizards. You stink. 91 points against the Washington Wizards. They gave up less than 100, like in the 60s. Like when they used to be the Washington Bullets. I think since they changed the name to Wizards, they haven't given up less than 100. 91 points.
It's one game, though. One game doesn't define your whole season. Boston's will be there.
Have you seen this show before?
Well, it's one game.
Have you seen this show before? Do we ever let one game define the season?
Healthy all year.
Yes, we do. Of course, we let one game define the season.
I think the worst game yesterday was the Miami Heat letting me down. I couldn't believe that BS. But
we're shallow grudge holding name callers. At least I am. I'll speak for myself.
It's okay. I think you can speak for me too.
It's like I believe in turnaround situations. I just don't see it happening. I think Kemba Walker wants out. How about the Pistons? I mean, the Pistons. You lose to the Pistons, right? Like the Pelicans do, and then the Pistons say, "You know what? It's like we're so bad. We're gonna trade away our best players. It's like we're not even gonna play them anymore. It's like we're just gonna say that's it." We're going to bench our best players. We're not going to play them at all until we trade them. We don't care if it's one of those 9-team trades. We don't care what it takes. You're not playing for us ever again. It's like, what? I've never seen that before. I've seen them rest guys, like if they're on the, if there's like a potential trade in the works. I've seen guys get pulled out of games when they've been traded mid-game. I've never seen a team say, we're not playing you. I mean, normally it's the player, right? I'm not playing until you trade me. It's like Blake Griffin. It's like, you're not playing for us anymore. It's like, that's it. We've had enough. No Moss. Speaking of no Moss. Oh, we could have done the Lakers with this group, but we got the Thunder Buddies up against Portland, and then Phoenix up against the Metropolitans. So the Nets looked really good last night in the third quarter. They just opened up the can on the Kings in that game. They looked really good. That was the best I think I've ever seen the Nets look. They went on like a 30-point run in the third quarter. That was just unbelievable. Unreal.
Well, you ain't beating that.
It was almost like they were playing the Pelicans. It looked like they were playing the Pelicans. Is that the Pelicans?
So you're not on the Grizzlies. So you're on the Grizzlies tonight. That's what I'm guessing.
It's like we're eating dinner. I asked my wife, "Is that the Pelicans they're playing?" She looks at me like, the hell are you talking about? It's like I got it on the small TV, above the big TV. We're watching Jeopardy. It's like, how in the hell did you know Noah's Ark? Brian, any of these two gems?
No, I'm gonna take a small $60 shot with the Thunder Buddies. They always seem to be a team with some value here, and I think it's a good amount of points against the Portland team, who's red hot, but I don't think they're juggernauts. So give me the Thunder here plus the points.
We're just like two magnets pushing each other apart here on today's NBA card.
Well, that's just my lean.
Well, Portland's on a heater.
So
the Thunder terrible at home.
That's when I don't bet it.
I know, but the thing is the public hasn't.
Line went from 7.5 to 6.
Yeah, but the public hasn't joined. The public hasn't joined in on the party on the Blazers. They're still mad at them from the first half of the season.
Well, you could take the Blazers. I'll take the Thunder Buddies, and we'll see who wins.
Yeah, and that's why they've covered 8 of their last 10 games. It's like because of bets like yours, making the line appropriate for people like us. Chris, how much we cashing today?
My favorite of that whole thing is that we normally get all this statistical analysis of why you're on the other side, and Brian's today response was so. That might be my favorite one so far. No, I'm on the over in that matchup. I just think that Portland. They've struggled defensively at the best of times, even if they are on a heater. They've still given up their fair share of points. But I also think that they're going to light up the scoreboard on this Thunder Buddies team. So I really like the over 226 in that matchup.
All right. Rod?
For me, I like the Blazers today. No Thunder Buddies at home. For some reason, they just don't play the best basketball at home. They love being on the road.
Both these teams are road teams.
Our road teams, yeah.
Yep.
Portland just loves being on the road.
They love being on the road. 9-4 against the number of road games.
So. Give me the Blazers here today.
Brian's smirking up there every time I read off.
No, I was just thinking
positive.
I don't blame Portland for liking being on the road. I would too, but anyway, I'm not a big Portland fan.
And I like the Suns and the Nets to go over the number.
How's the weather out there for everybody across the country? I saw on TV that it was cold in some places.
It's warming up to 45 today. So.
Cold. It went to minus 20, and I'm like, yeah, bring out the shorts and the t-shirt, baby. Woo!
SPF.
I'm telling you.
SPF minus 10.
And
Yeah.
I've never hit the golf ball better than I hit it yesterday. I didn't score my best, but I've never hit it better than that. Never hit the ball like cleaner, just more better contact, like further, higher. I've never hit it better than I hit yesterday. It's all that candy and cookies, man. I got like that extra 10 pounds on me right now. It's like I'm just really hitting the I'm just really creaming the golf ball. It's like
Some guys have a protein shake. Mitch pulls a coffee crisp out of his pocket and just snaps it off.
Telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's like I've been eating so much candy for the last 2 months. It's like I started working out this week. It's like I thought my heart was just like it's good. It was like I thought it was all over. It's like, oh my God, it was body shock. Anyways, hopefully everyone's taking a shot. We've had, well, not everyone has. I know that. Actually, hardly anybody has. But we have like how many premium members do we have? Let me take a look at this. For the YouTube Premium, which is the no-brainer of the century. Yesterday, 7-1 on those premium picks. 309 people have signed up. That's really not that many, to be honest with you, considering what 3.1 million visited just Sports Chat Place in January, and we have 2 million views on our YouTube channel a month. So 300 people fork over $1 a day. Get some premium picks. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but we were 7-1 yesterday. The early show, the $30 one, was 4-0. The picks were recap. Chris had Murray State, Rod had the Bulls, I had the Knicks, and Brian gave out Florida State, which I know a lot of people got jacked on Virginia because I read it in the Facebook group.
I saw Chris Ruffalo won a free dinner when he goes out to Vegas on that one.
Yeah.
On the drive-through.
Yeah.
And see, that's what I texted Joe this morning. I said that's what you get for sullying the good name of Denny's and questioning my strategy on getting a cost-efficient meal.
Ruffalo's actually a pretty cheap date.
Okay, there, Mr. Fruit Plate.
You take him to the Grand Slam, and he's all right.
I had the fruit. I didn't have a fruit plate. I had to order the fruit cup. I mean, how many times do we have to go over this?
See, you don't have a fruit. Can I get the fruit plate? We don't have the fruit plate. We have the fruit cup.
No,
Okay.
we don't have the fruit cup. We have the fruit plate. And it's like, do you have anything smaller? Yes, we have the fruit cup. It's like, okay.
Is the fruit cup the leftover fruit plate put into a cup?
I was
3
just
days
going to
ago?
say, yeah.
I don't know, man. But the fruit plate is massive at the Peppermill. It is big. They also have a large fruit plate, which is like $20, and things are just like, it's ridiculous.
Everybody eats the fruit plate at that plate.
No one touches my fruit plate. Got the
I still have the fork marks in the back of my hand when I tried to grab a grape.
got Akron Zips up against Northern Illinois in the rematch. Jackson State against Texas Southern. Where's Romanelli when you need him? Oklahoma State, Iowa State, UConn, Providence, Southeast Missouri State, Austin P. Fairly disinterested, St. Francis, Purdue, Michigan State, Tulsa, Temple, Western Michigan, Kent State, Ball State, Bowling Green, Toledo, Miami, Ohio, Georgia versus Mizzou, Arkansas, Florida, Rhode Island, Dayton, Maryland, Nebraska. Everything's.
Jeez, you're going crazy.
Yes,
Mount St. Mary's and
Our
Wagner. I'm
brain
just
is
covering the
going
7 o'clock. I mean, who the hell knew? Up until 7 o'clock.
7.5. You're killing me.
It's up to 7 o'clock right there.
Oh, for those games you just mentioned, I really like Iowa State Cyclones. Plus, I got in at plus 11. I believe that's where it's currently at, around that, or 10.5. Oklahoma State's got Baylor on deck. I think they're 1-4 against the spread against teams with losing records. They seem to play down to bad teams like Iowa State and Kansas State. So take the points there. And I also like Michigan State plus the points at Purdue. I think the Spartans are going to get a little bit better as the season rolls on, and they're well coached. And I'm giving out Providence, UConn in my premium spot. So.
Chris?
I guess I'll fill in the role of
Bitler
Ron
called
Ronell.
dibs. On the premium show, it's, in case you guys didn't know how the way it works, it's I get last choice. So it's like I've been scooped. I was scooped on games 3 times yesterday, but they all won, so it didn't matter. Both of mine won anyway. So it was a win
I
for you
just
guys.
tossed that in there to get my dibs on it.
Yeah, I saw. So I called it out. At least I don't have the Pelicans. Chris,
What's wrong with
We'll see.
we'll see. We'll see.
How about them Blizzards yesterday? Blizzards with back-to-back wins. Blizzards. Watch out. The Blizzards are getting hot.
Yeah, the Rockets rested everybody. Nobody played. It was like nobody's playing.
He even asked the Water Boys, like, "Nah, I'm good tonight."
I'm good. The Blizzards are going to kick my butt.
I had the
need
5.5 with the Heat. I still couldn't get the win. It went to like minus 5.5. It's like I had 11 points extra and I still couldn't win. It's like I went 4-1. The one I lose is the one I've got 11 extra points. It's like
That was the one I thought was a slam dunk easy winner. I had 4. I had plus
I
4.
love the Heat at the plus 5.5. You know, with everyone playing. I don't know, man. And the thing is, they had a shot for the wide open 3 at the end of the game to cover my 5.5.
Yeah.
Bricked it. Wrong guy. Chris, anything here?
I will fill the role of Ron Romanelli. I'm going to take Jackson State in the early slot. Just like the way that they've been playing at home. And
Fanboy.
Texas Southern hasn't been very good lately, so I'll take Jackson State. I like the over 150 in Bowling Green Ball State.
You would. You would.
Yes, I would. That's why I gave it. I like, maybe it's a trap, but I like Missouri laying the 3.5 on the road against Georgia. Georgia just hasn't been very good, and I just think that Missouri's just a far better team. So I'll lay the points there. And I'll lay the points with the Billikens at home against LaSalle. LaSalle's just been a dumpster fire, and while St. Louis hasn't looked like the same team coming back from the COVID stoppage, it's still they're just the much better team here. So I'll lay the points with St. Louis over LaSalle.
For me in this time slot, I like. I think that's just too many. Oklahoma State wins that game, but not by that many. It's like a 6-7 point game. I think Iowa State in the points. I like Austin Peay to sweep the season series with his Southeast Missouri State. That's a small number. They whooped them up. Easily get a double-digit win with Austin Peay there. Take the Governors. And I like Miami, Ohio against Toledo. I think that's too many points. This team just loves they're scrappy bunch against Toledo. I think they make it closer than the 11.5 that we're getting there. Give me the plus 11.5 with the Redbirds there.
I like Arkansas against Florida. I like not a hell of a lot. Southeast Missouri State plus the 6.5. I don't know. Not enamored here. I like Iowa State, Providence, Georgia. Like I said, not much.
I think I lean to Florida.
Good. Now I feel better about my pick.
The Gators are scrappy. They always seem to be. I don't know. I don't see why they can't keep it around that number.
because they're missing their best player, and I don't
They've
know.
been-
Arkansas is kind of starting to put it together again.
Where's Romanelli? He'd be on Florida.
No, he'd be on Arkansas. Guaranteed. Here, let's ask him.
We'll have to call him, wake him up.
But, yeah, we've got St. John's against Xavier, St. Louis against LaSalle, got Illinois against Northwestern, Loyola Marymount against Santa Clara. That's it. The rest of the games are all postponed. We had Auburn was postponed against Mississippi State. I believe that was my dog of the day. And then we had Tennessee also against, who were they up against? Someone terrible. Tennessee was set to open the can on someone. Well, Brian? Who was
Not much meat.
I can't remember who the Tennessee game was.
It's probably up here. Tennessee. Boy, see it. Yep, they're not on my board. But on the late window that you just mentioned, it's not usually my style pick, but I think that Illinois is going to run over Northwestern. And I've seen these teams play tons of games, and Illinois needs to blow teams out. I'm going to take minus 12.5 there and a slight lean to LaSalle, just because nobody's on them today. It's a degenerate pick. I'm just going to throw $60 on the Explorers. I think they can keep within 13 or 14 there.
And for me, it was my turn today to jump ahead of time slots. That's my fault, especially when went through the majority of the card. But I like St. Louis again against LaSalle. I also like the under 154.5 in St. John's Xavier. I just think that this is a game where we might get to 145, but I don't think we're going to hit 150. I think we stay under that number.
I meant to do something really cool, and then I screwed it up. Oh, well. Not the first time. Let's see if I can get out of this. How in the hell do I get out of this now? Oh, man. What a disaster that was. Where is it even on my thing? Oh, boy. I have no idea. I might have to start a scene all over again. Yep, that's what I'm going to have to do. I meant to do something. And boy, I hate that. I have no idea what I did. I wanted to show the falling money, and I wanted to be raining cash, and I'm not sure what it did. So this is what we'll do. We'll just have to start over again. Chris. All right, there we go. All right, sorry about that, people. Whose turn is it?
My turn, I think. So this tight spot, I like St. John's over Xavier. They've been playing good hoops the last few games. I know Xavier's been off for their COVID break. They lost their last one. And I know the record, Xavier's record. They just love beating up St. John's. I don't think St. John's has beat Xavier since 2017 was the last time that I've seen that St. John's beat Xavier. So I'm going to take St. John's today over Xavier. I think they turn that all around and get a win and beat Xavier today. And the other one I like Loyola Marymount to beat Santa Clara in a revenge spot. Give me Loyola Marymount or Santa Clara. That's all I like in that time spot.
All right. I like Loyola Marymount again. Had him last time. Kind of like LaSalle against SLU. Really, that's it for me. I guess we go to the hockey segment while I try and figure out this falling money thing that I don't know why the hell I started doing this in the middle of the show. It's usually not a great idea. Let's buy it, download it, and implement it while live. Someone sent me an email with this. So I was like, hey, that would be really cool. It is kind of cool, right? Too bad it's only 20s. It's like it would take me I wouldn't be able to fit them all in my pocket in order to make a wager. Anyways, all right. We'll let you guys do your thing. How many NHL do we have so I know how much time I have?
6.
All right. Go ahead. Oh,
right.
No, now you guys are all backwards. Man, what a mess today is, huh? Go ahead, Chris.
All right. So we have, like I said, 6 games on the card today. Luckily, we can divide it easily. 3 7 o'clock games. We've got the Islanders and the Buffalo Sabres, the Washington Capitals and the Pittsburgh Penguins, and the New Jersey Devils against the New York Rangers. Brian, any of those first 3?
Yeah, I really like the Pittsburgh Penguins today. Probably going to add them as a premium play. I think they add to their win streak, and the Capitals losers of 4 straight. Penguins need these wins, and the juice is moderate here. And then the other game I mildly like, the Buffalo Sabres. They hurt me yesterday. The Islanders beat them up, but I think they come back and get the win on the back-to-back.
Ron?
For me, I like the Islanders and Buffalo to stay under the total. It was only we got a 3-1 game yesterday. Goals definitely come at a premium again. Buffalo, tough to score. Islanders, tough to score against. So I like the under in that one. I like Washington to bounce back and get the win over Pittsburgh in this game today. Yeah, it was such a close game last time. I think we're in for another close game this time, but I think Washington gets her done in this battle. And the Devils and the Rangers, I like to go under the 5.5. New Jersey off their COVID break hasn't played in weeks, so and the Rangers offense has sputtered most of the year, so I like the under 5.5 in that one. I lean to the Rangers, but I like the under better.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the Devils Rangers game alone until we sort of see what the Devils look like after their COVID break, and I don't like the Rangers much for anything. So I do like the Islanders on the money line against Buffalo, which, like Rod said, the Sabres have had issues scoring, and now coming off the COVID break, they didn't look good against the Islanders yesterday. I don't think they look good against them tonight either. So take the Islanders here, and I also agree. I like the Washington Capitals and a bounce back against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh started 5-0 to start the year at home. I think the O's going today, and I think Washington bounces back. I think side by side they're the better team, so I'll take Washington.
That's it. You guys are getting pictures of penguins today. I'm sending them to both of you guys.
I like pictures of penguins. Penguins are cool. What's wrong with a penguin? Who doesn't like penguins? They just like waddle around. You should see that's what we all walk like up in Canada where I am. So we all wander. You got to do the penguin walk, or you're falling on your butt.
It's true. And I just noticed the Nashville-Dallas game got pulled off the board, so I guess they're still having the issues at the Dallas Arena. So we're going to just have a 10 o'clock Colorado and Vegas, and the Minnesota Wild and the LA Kings. Brian, either one of those games?
How many inches of snow do they have in Dallas? 5 inches, and they can't handle it down there?
I thought it was more.
Okay.
I thought it was 10. I could be wrong, but
yeah, that's probably like the end of the world of the guys in Dallas there. That's a lot of snow.
Brian's so cool he can handle all the big snowstorms.
I'm going to go with the Golden Knights here. It's not a game that I'm selling the house to bet, but very rarely you get to bet Vegas is such a low juice number here, and I think they can win back-to-backs against Avalanche. So give me Vegas here.
Rod?
For me, I like the Avalanche here. bounce back spot. The Avalanche are 7-1 in their last games after scoring 2 goals or less the previous game, and we've seen that this year when they've come out and had a slow start game. The next one, they come back and they pound teams. They did the same thing against St. Louis. They did the same thing against who else? They've done it a few times this year that they've had a slow game. They come out and they pound teams. They did it to Arizona 7-1. They came back and beat a team 8-0. They beat St. Louis. I think the Avs do the same. I don't think they're going to beat them 8-0, but I think Avs get the win here. They were peppering Vegas with shots that last game, and Fleury stood on his head, like literally stood on his head. Is the only reason why that Vegas got that win. He stole it. Give me the Avs bounce back spot here.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna side with Brian on this one. I like Vegas at home. I just, it's hard to beat the same team in the back-to-back spot, but Vegas has been a strong home team ever since coming into the league. And getting them at a coin flip price here is too good for me to pass on. So I'll take Vegas minus 110 at home, and I'm gonna take the under 5.5 in the Minnesota LA matchup. That just screams 3-2 to me. I don't see us getting anywhere near 5.5 by the end of the game. I think we get to 5 at most. So I'll take the under 5.5 in that matchup. And that's all the hockey for today.
Okay.
Oh, we forgot our advertisements.
Oh, go ahead.
I got my golden ticket 3-pack. You get 1 college basketball. Actually, 2 college basketball, 1 NBA for $40 at pickdogs.com, premium pick section. Check it out.
And for for me, I got a couple packages today. I got Tomahawk Tuesday 5-pack for college hoops. Absolutely slam home a winner and posterize your book. I'm gonna absolutely take names today there. Or I got, it's been a while, so we're gonna pull out blow the dust off and take out a 2 for Tuesday. Got a NBA and NHL combined package in there, 5 picks in those packages, each $34.95 over at Pick Dogs Premium.
For me, I've got 1 early morning slam dunk college basketball, real early start in that one. You can get that by itself, or I've got Rod's Tackle the Book Tuesday. One of my favorite days of the week. Love today's action. I've got 3 college basketball, 2 NBA. 2 NHL, these 7 best bets. We're going to cash another huge winning day. Jump aboard as we tackle the books today.
Got a question here from Angie. She's saying, can you purchase $20 pack? And I'm not really sure on the question, but you can upgrade from the $30 to the $50. You can upgrade from the 30 to 50. We have a 30 where you get just the morning premium picks. You get 4 picks, 1 from each of us. Then we have the late show. That includes, like, the reason why we do the late one, line moves, players are announced out, things like that. We can update some of those early picks if something happened, and in addition, we each give another pick based on late line movements and things like that, all considered. So that's the $50. There is no $20 plan, though. There's just the 50 and the 30. You can't get the 50 without the 30 and just pay the difference, if that's the question. But if you have the 30 and you want the 50, you can upgrade. You just Google, how do I upgrade a channel membership on YouTube? If you Google that, that's all I've been doing. People have been asking. I just Google that and I copy and paste it. So you guys can Google it and do that. I appreciate everyone that's been supporting our premium and, both our regular premium and, dipping their toes in the water with our YouTube premium. I appreciate every one of you. I appreciate everyone that visits our channel, but, $1 a day to support us, I super appreciate that. For you guys to spend your hard-earned money on us and what we do, Because what we do, while it's free for you, it's certainly not free for us. But anyways, it's pretty exciting. Brian, any waitresses in Philly that need to watch out that you might be heading over and tipping? Golden Corral, should they be wearing their new underwear? Because we know, you slip an extra $5. It's like,
$20. That's my normal tip. If you go,
Rod,
if you're a very nice looking lady.
I'll ask you again. Brian sits down at your table. You serve him his grilled cheese and tomato soup. The bill comes, he throws you an extra $5. You drop in your pants or not?
Not for $5, no.
All right. Just check.
He might see my ass crack as
Just
I walk
checking.
away from
Just checking.
with the dirty dishes from the
Oh,
table.
no.
All right.
Might get the ass crack shot for $5.
All right. Just checking.
Rod's giving away the whale tail with the underwear just coming up over the top.
If she's cute, I give her an extra $5.
It's an extra 10, thank you.
Well, that'll be the home run. I got that. We must have the double sound.
What happens when she comes up to you and then like touches you, like she puts her hand on her shoulder?
I never had. That doesn't.
Then
happen.
what? That hasn't happened. Oh.
That hasn't happened. But if it does, maybe an extra 5.
There's a lot of dumb questions, CW. Don't kid yourself. It's like whoever said there's no such thing as a dumb question never worked in the sports handicapping business. Are the YouTube premium picks added to the consensus report? I believe the early ones are. Because Brian enters them as the best of the live show. I
can't do the late ones because it's too close to the game time.
Yeah, but he does the early ones. So I don't care, man. For $30 a month, you cannot go wrong. You can't go wrong.
I think everybody should have a subscription to Spread Knowledge, the consensus report, and premium live show videos. I think that works well.
I no longer endorse Spread Knowledge, so I wouldn't say
I
that.
thought you did.
I don't, but that's okay. You can.
I didn't get the memo.
It's a good product. I have nothing against the product or whatever. Just certain times, it just certain things run its course. Certain relationships run their course. I wish them the best, and they're still on as premium cappers on our site. I just don't do the show anymore. You could still use the discount code Mitch and get 10% off and all that other stuff. Yeah, I do think that with the premium, that if we do continue it at YouTube, there will be a price increase. No doubt about it. It'll probably go 50, 100. And I think even at that price, it's a steal of steals. Ridiculously low. Anyways, you got a parlay for us, Ruffalo?
Yeah, I do. We're going to go across the board today. We're going to go with the over in the Bowling Green Ball State matchup. We're going to go with the New York Islanders on the money line. And we are going to go with the Toronto Raptors. Plus the points.
Rod?
We're going to go Miami, Ohio, plus the points. Iowa State, plus the points. And we'll go... St. John's minus the 1. That's the third part. So Miami, Ohio, plus the points. Ohio State, plus the points. St. John's minus the 1.
We have another person asking where to sign up for the premium YouTube. So it's in the description. I also put it in the comments, the link where to sign up. It's also, I believe, is there a membership tab or a community tab where people can sign up? I think it's membership tab for our site. You can sign up there on our YouTube channel. Not all that familiar. I think that it's difficult to find, and I think that's part of the problem for people. I know that. We have to figure it out, how to make this easier, and maybe put it in the description of our actual channel, like right at the top, somehow. I'll have to figure out how to do it. Maybe after this show, I'll figure that out. But I put it in the comments. I'll do it again if you like. Let's see.
It's too bad you don't have a box on the website, on the page. You just click it.
We'll put a link in the Facebook group.
I put links in the Facebook group all the time.
Okay.
I do it all the time. Someone's asking, will the cost go up for loyal premium members? Well, the thing is that there, the thing about the premium YouTube is there is no loyal premium members, there's people that have joined early, and that's great. And I believe you've gotten your value's worth and then some from it. I don't know if there's a way to grandfather people in or not. Is basically the issue I have. I'm not sure if there's a way to do it or not. We could do it on the website that way, but we can't do it this way. So it's like I'm not really sure. But what I can promise is that whatever price we charge, you're going to get 10 times the value. Like I said, when I first started my first premium area at Sports Chat Place a long time ago, my first premium area I started was in 2010. And that was after giving away free picks for 3 years online without selling any picks. And I started at $28.99. And, by the time I stopped doing it, it was like $279. And I would say even at $279 compared to what the other guys are charging, this is way good value. I mean, look at what the picks cost. I mean, there's a guy out there who charges $99 for one pick, and it's a minus 185, and he calls it an underdog. It's ridiculous. His name's Jesse Shuley. He's on Covers. He's on some other sites, too. Guy's a fraud. He also goes under the name Ricky Tran. Same person. Last time I started talking about that, I went on the coldest streak of all time.
Hey, that's why I'm scared to say anything.
Yeah, it's like I went on the coldest streak of my life. So maybe I should just shut up about it. But I'm just saying, it's like I just think that I think the point is that the value is there, And if you want to buy Jesse Shuley's picks, then that's your own thing. He's been in this business a long time, and it's like I can only guess people buy that stuff. It's not for me. Minus 185 is not in my vocabulary. Not calling it an underdog either is.
Just because you take a dog and add plus 1.5 on the hockey doesn't make it a dog.
That doesn't make it a dog. No, that's far from it.
Plus odds, right? It's got to be plus odds or getting points, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that really? I don't know. I really don't. I'm gonna Google what is an underdog. Thank you to all the people that are joining our premium show. We appreciate it. What is an underdog in betting? We probably have an article on our own site that's about this. I'll go to one of our competitors just for the hell of it. See what they say an underdog is. An expected winner and expected loser. Teams rarely have the exact same level of talent. And while it may not be the most complicated concept to understand, it's a fundamental one when it comes to sports. Betting the underdog. In sports betting, the underdog is a team or player expected to lose given a given game or event. In the example above, underdog would be the Kings as they're expected to lose against the Lakers. And everybody else. See, but they say like a point spread underdog. So a money line underdog, the Senators at plus 260. Should you bet underdogs? Hot diggity dogs. I got to get off this subject because I was so cold last time.
Yeah, you're trying to curse me.
I was so cursed. I was so cursed. I'm probably on another cold streak. Just sign me up for it.
If you like buying minus 160 plays and losing, then that's the person you got to go to.
I was just trying to say the value of ours, and I should have just stressed the value of ours instead of going after the easy target.
Take Tampa Bay, lay minus 160.
My underdog of the year. Minus 228. It's like that's worth $100. $100 for one pick. Charge $30, you get 120. All right, Brian, did you give your parlay?
Nope, I like my parlay a lot. Pittsburgh Penguins, Iowa State plus the points, and Minnesota Timberwolves plus the points.
I'll take the Grizzlies, the Nuggets, and Timberwolves. That's mine. Thanks everyone for joining us. I'll be posting that premium video in just about 5 minutes or so. Have a great day. Try and act more professional tomorrow. And just because someone calls something an underdog and it's minus 185 doesn't make them a fraud. But acting like they're somebody that they're not, Asian person or something, and they're not Asian, I don't know what you would call that. But it's not acceptable in my book. Have a great day, everyone. We'll try and act more professional tomorrow.